Good morning, Somerset Mall! What a welcome, what a hello, and thank you so much, Abongele. We're coming to you live from Somerset Mall for this third quarter-final in the 2023 Dis-Chem Brain of CapeTalk. Welcome to, of course, our listeners who have joined us and also watching us being streamed live on our Facebook page. But of course, welcome to our hosts, the good people of the Helderberg. Good morning, Somerset Mall. We've just had an exciting junior brain of CapeTalk. Well done to Michaela Jainuddin, only 10 years old, walking away with that check for 3,000 Rand. But now we're moving on to the big guns. All our adult winners of the week are here to compete for 10,000 Rand. The winner of this round will then join us for the finals next Saturday at Tiger Valley Mall. But first, let me introduce our quiz master, the host of the PM Drive, the smartest man in any room. Good morning, John Matham.
Too little, too late is the phrase that comes to mind. Hello, Lester. I'm only the smartest man in the room when I'm alone in the room.
I miss seeing
and
you
even
during
then,
the day.
not then.
I miss seeing you during the day.
So do I miss you. Let's, you never write, you never call.
Oh well. But John will be reading the rules and reminding us of the rules for this quarter-final. What we'll be doing, we'll introduce John Matham to read the rules, and then between each round, I will introduce our contestants. It gives us an opportunity to make sure that they can hear us and our judges here can hear them. So, John Matham, do you want to remind us of the rules of this quarterfinal of the Dis-Chem Brain of CapeTalk?
I don't want to, but I must, so I will. My jokes are falling like a very heavy weight down an empty well. Yeah, tough crowd. Whoa! The rules are very similar to what they are during the week, except that instead of 60 seconds and 15 questions, I have 90 seconds in which I can put as many as you can answer of the 25 questions I have in front of me. If you answer it correctly, I will say correct. If you answer it incorrectly, I will give the correct answer. If you don't know the answer, I suggest you pass, and if there is time at the end, I will go back to that question. But if you pass the spelling question, which I don't think any of you is likely to do, then I will spell that question. I will spell that word out. Other than that, at the end of it all, we see who's got more questions correct than the four others, and that person wins 10,000 Rand.
I then suggest we jump straight into it. Our first contestant, our Monday winner, is Ruth, who's from Claremont. He's a first-time contestant in the Dis-Chem Brain of CapeTalk. Currently a medical student, so your knowledge of physiology may come in handy today, Ruth.
I hope so. It would be pretty embarrassing if I got anything wrong on that.
Is there any way that you've tried to prepare for this quarterfinal?
I've had a pretty busy week at school, so not much extra time for anything.
Well, I'll leave you in the capable hands of our quiz master, John Matham. Good luck, Ruth.
And there is a question which tests your knowledge of anatomy if we get that far in the 25. Ready?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Carl, start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word definition.
D-E-F-I-N-I-T-I-O-N.
Correct. Complete the saying. It's a flash in the...
Pan.
Correct. In which province is St. Francis Bay?
Eastern Cape.
Correct. How many A's are there in the word emancipate?
2.
Correct. The abbreviation MEC stands for Member of the Executive what?
Committee.
Council. Complete the name of the band Red Hot Chili.
Peppers.
Correct. True or false? Lucas Radebe was a South African soccer player.
True.
Correct. Complete the movie title Avatar: The Way of.
Water.
Correct. Which planet is the smallest in our solar system?
Mercury.
Correct. In South Africa, the abbreviation HSRC stands for Human Sciences What Council?
Research Council.
Correct. In which ocean is the island Mauritius?
Indian Ocean.
Correct. Which sport featured at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo? Cricket or BMX cycling?
BMX.
Correct. Benjamin Netanyahu is the Prime Minister of
Israel.
which? Correct. True or false? The famous Route 62 runs through the Eastern and Western Cape?
False.
True. Which country's Test cricket team is captained by Ben Stokes?
England.
Correct. Which word means stubborn, obstinate or
Obstinate.
loose? Correct. True or false? Your tonsils are small lymph nodes?
True.
Correct. In which sport did the American Arnold Palmer become famous?
Golf.
Correct. Of which country was Ghana a colony, France or the United Kingdom?
UK.
Correct. Gauteng has about the same population as which country, Somalia or Jamaica?
Jamaica.
Somalia. Which three-letter word? And so we managed to complete 20 questions. Let's go through them. Member of the Executive Council, you got wrong. And Avatar the Way of What? Little bit of interesting something there is that Kate Winslet, who stars in that, broke Leo DiCaprio's record for holding her breath underwater. She held her breath for 7 minutes and 15 seconds, whereas Tom Cruise in filming Mission Impossible had only been able to manage 6 minutes. But the world record for people who are not movie stars is 24 minutes. Can you imagine holding your breath for 24 minutes? So 20 completed questions. Lester, how many were correctly answered?
Ruth, when she heard in South Africa the abbreviation for HSRC, she didn't wait for you to even finish completing the question. She knew that it was Human Science Research Council. Congratulations to Ruth, contestant A, our Monday winner. You have scored 17 out of a possible 20 questions. Well done. We now welcome our second contestant in the biomedical biotechnology field, John Matham. Tuesday's winner, Nina Gous, is a biotechnology student at Stellenbosch University. Her favorite topics are the ocean, nature, biology, and of course, a literary person herself. She loves anything Malcolm Gladwell.
But that's not literary. Not at all.
He's a writer and a podcaster.
He's a reasonably obvious thinker, but he's not a writer.
Well, let's ask Nina. Your favorite book, Talking to Strangers, is a really good book. David and Goliath is also a really nice book. Your favorite?
I like The Tipping Point.
How did you
You know that 10,000-hour theory of his is wrong. Completely and absolutely wrong. So you make a fortune, you get fame by getting things wrong. How can that work? Oh, politics.
Yeah. Nina, how did you prepare for this week?
Like Ruth, I also didn't really prepare. I think if you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't.
That usually is the case. Well, Nina, you are up next, our Tuesday winner. Best of luck. You need to beat 17 to be in the lead in this quarterfinals. Up next, John Matham.
You can match 17, which would take us to sudden death, which the contestants hate, but which I love. Let's see how you do. Ready as you'll ever be. Carl, please start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word disastrous.
Disastrous.
Correct. Complete the sentence. So quiet, you can hear a what drop?
Pin.
Correct. In which province is Mazeppa Bay?
KwaZulu-Natal.
Eastern Cape. How many E's are there in the word referendum?
2.
3. The abbreviation MPC stands for Monetary What Committee?
Policy.
Correct. Complete the band Huey Lewis and the...
Pass.
True or false? Wayne Ferreira was a South African golfer?
False.
Correct. Complete the 2022 movie title Top Gun what?
Maverick.
Correct. Which planet in our solar system has a female name?
Venus.
Correct. In South Africa, the abbreviation GCIS stands for Government Communication and what system?
Pass.
In which ocean is the island Madeira?
Aegean.
Atlantic. Which sport featured at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo? Squash or skateboarding?
Skateboarding.
Correct. Imran Khan was the Prime Minister of which country in Asia?
India.
Pakistan. True or false? The famous Garden Route runs along the Indian Ocean?
True.
Correct. Which country's Test cricket team is captained by Rohit Sharma?
India.
Correct. Which word means unscathed, lonely or unharmed?
Unharmed.
Correct. True or false? Your adenoids are small bones?
False.
Correct. In what sport did the American Michael Phelps become famous?
Swimming.
Correct. Of which country was Senegal a colony, France or Germany? The answer is France. That was the 19th question, which we were not able to complete. Yeah, Mazeppa Bay is a pretty pleasant place to visit if you like the ocean along the Eastern Cape coast. There are 3 E's in the word referendum. GCIS is supposed to stand for Government Communication and Information System. I think there should be an F in front of the information for a word you can come up with yourself. The one I'm thinking of is false, but just you. And Imran Khan, a famous cricketer, became the Prime Minister of Pakistan.
John Matham and Nina, well done. Great round. But out of 18 questions you asked, you only managed to score 12. So currently, Ruth remains in the lead, 12 out of 18. We now welcome Zulfika Ali, who is a technology and cybersecurity auditor. He's from Penland Estate, correct?
100%.
But this is not your first time playing Brain. You've been on the stage before previous rounds, have you?
Not on the stage, on air.
On air. What's your advice to people who will come off you on stage and people who could still be on air with us next week?
Well, I think one of the most important things is to be relaxed. And I think the contestant on my left here has got much more experience than me.
You two have been having a fat chat while you're waiting on stage. But, John Matham, Zulfika Ali, our Wednesday winner, is all in your capable hands.
Zulfika, 17 takes us to sudden death. 16 or fewer, you're a loser. 18 or more, you're potentially a winner. It's another joke. God, I think I'm going to stop trying. None of them is working. Please, Carl, start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word efficiency.
EFFICIENCY.
Correct. Complete the saying. One man's meat is another man's.
Pass.
In which province is Umzinto Bay?
KZN.
Correct. How many I's are there in the word indictment?
2.
Correct. The abbreviation NWC stands for National What Committee?
Working.
Correct. Complete the name of the band Electric Light.
Pass.
True or false? Jomo Sono was a South African cricketer.
False.
Correct. Complete the title of the TV series Emily in.
Pass.
Which planet in our solar system is known as the red planet?
Mercury.
Mars. In South Africa, the acronym SANEF stands for South African National What Forum?
Economic.
Editors. In which ocean is the islands of Samoa?
Is at Indian Ocean.
Pacific. Which sport featured at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo? Handball or netball?
Netball.
Handball. Angela Merkel was the Chancellor of which country in
Germany.
Europe? Correct. True or false? The Wild Coast is on the Indian Ocean in the Eastern Cape?
True.
Correct. Which country's limited overs cricket teams does Dasun Shanaka captain?
Sri Lanka.
Correct. Which word means unsuccessful, futile or valid?
Futile.
Correct. True or false? The pharynx is the human throat?
True.
Correct. In which sport did the American Rocky Marciano become famous?
Boxing.
Correct. Which country ruled Burundi until 1962? Belgium or the Netherlands?
Belgium.
Correct. The Western Cape has about the same population as 19 questions completed. One man's meat is another man's poison. Electric Light Orchestra, probably a band before your time, Zulfika. Emily in Paris, the South African National Editors Forum. And netball deserves to be part of the Olympics, but for the moment, it is not.
Zulfika, well done. You went through a possible 19 questions, but unfortunately, you do not have enough to tie with Ruth or take the lead. You scored 12 out of 19. Ruth, you are still on top. And I kind of know why you were chatting to our next contestant, Thursday's winner, Mohamed Kazi, because he's a relationship manager at FNB. Your job is to talk and to interact and to set people at ease, isn't it, Mohamed?
Some of the times, yeah.
Any FNB customers in the house? You know where?
There's also he's competed in the Dis-Chem Brain of CapeTalk twice before. Any advice that you would give to future contestants, Mohamed?
Not at the moment, no.
Also,
Too many
just to
nerves.
remain cool.
Look, the most important advice is not to be thrown by an early mistake, but that's easier advice to give than it is to take and put into practice.
I think his most attractive attribute is that he's also a Manchester United fan, John Matham.
We have a winner!
There we go. But
Oh, Ruth, also a Manchester United fan. There we go. We have a dead heat.
there we go. But John, Mohamed is all in your capable hands.
Mohamed, 17 is the minimum you need. Good luck to you. Carl, please start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word employment.
EMPLOYMENT.
Correct. Complete the saying. Absolute what corrupts absolutely?
Power.
Correct. In which province is Alexander Bay?
Eastern Cape.
Northern Cape. How many I's are there in the word indigenous?
2.
Correct. The abbreviation MP stands for Member of?
Parliament.
Correct. Complete the name of the band. Earth, Wind and?
Fire.
Correct. True or false? Makai Antini was a South African cricketer.
True.
Correct. Complete the movie title. Black Panther, What Forever?
Wakanda.
Correct. Which planet in our solar system is furthest from the sun?
Neptune.
Correct. In South Africa, the acronym NSFAS stands for National Student What Aid Scheme.
Financial.
Correct. In which ocean is Marian Island?
Atlantic.
Indian. Which sport featured at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo? Lawn bowls or taekwondo?
Taekwondo.
Correct. Francois Hollande was the president of which country in Europe?
France.
Correct. True or false? The Dolphin Coast is on the Indian Ocean in KwaZulu-Natal. Correct. Which country's test cricket team is captained by Pat Cummins?
New Zealand.
Australia. Which word means follower, minion or elder?
Minion.
Correct. True or false? The coccyx is a small bone in the skull.
False.
Correct. In what sport did the American Magic Johnson become?
Basketball.
Correct. Of which country was Uganda a colony, United Kingdom or France?
France.
United Kingdom. The Eastern Cape has about the same population as which country, Zimbabwe or Lebanon?
Lebanon.
Correct. Which 5-letter word beginning with C means both shut and near? The answer is close, but it is not in time. So we managed to complete, well, I suppose 20 and a half questions, and you did extremely well. I think it's going to be 17 or perhaps even 18, but we'll allow the judges to give us that. Alexander Bay is up the coast towards Namibia, not too far away from Namibia. Marian Island is in the Indian Ocean. Pat Cummins captains the Australian cricket team. Otherwise, it was a very, very good performance. Leicester is going to be extremely close. I can see Ruth is nervous.
Very, very close indeed, John Matham. Out of 20 questions asked, you only managed to score 16, which means Ruth is still in the lead with 17. But well done, Mohamed. Play again next year. Could be third time lucky, fourth time lucky after then. We welcome now our Friday contestant, our fifth and final contestant today, Masani Magaka, who is from Constantia, private banker with Investec, so FNB and Investec very well represented here on our stage. But she is a person of politics, John Matham. She is also someone who appreciates a nice game of Sudoku. Now, I'm only joking. She's also a bit of a maths buff, and she says in her bio here. Adults, you say that your favorite topics are politics and mathematics. How do you talk mathematics?
Well, my mum's a maths and science specialist, so
There we
I
go.
had to sit and listen.
I hated, I never did mathematics. I went to mathematics.
Mathematics did you,
That's
yeah.
right. But in my older life, I now watch YouTube video essays on mathematical theorems, and I absolutely love it now. So I absolutely appreciate how you can talk about mathematics as a dinner table conversation. And maybe, Masani, maybe we could invite me over to Constantia and we can have a conversation about politics and mathematics. But this is your first time playing the Dis-Chem Brain of CapeTalk?
Yes, it is.
And how are you feeling? You've had that much time to prepare because you are a Friday winner.
Not much time to prepare. I mean, it is what it is. It's that you can get it right or get it wrong.
It is what it is. John Matham, Masanda is in your capable hands.
You are the last person on whom I can rely to take us to sudden death, for which you need to get 17 correct answers. If you get 18 correct answers, I'll do the maths for you. 10,000 Rand. And an opportunity to win another 20,000 next week. If you do that, you'll have an opportunity on the following Monday to earn another 30,000 Rand. That is the amount of money that is at stake. Anywhere between 61,500 Rand or 67,500 Rand is what somebody is going to win. The stakes are not small, which explains why there is an element of nerves in just about every contestant. Masani, you ready?
Ready when you are.
You need to get 17. Carl, start the clock.
2, 1.
Spell the word equivalent.
EQUIVALIENT.
Missed an A. Complete the saying for no rhyme or.
Crime.
Reason. In which province is Walker Bay?
KZN.
Western Cape. How many E's are there in the word repertoire?
2.
3. The abbreviation NCOP stands for National Council of
Corporation.
Provinces. Complete the name of the band. What Leopard?
Pass.
True or false? Percy Montgomery was a Springbok rugby player.
False.
True. Complete the movie title. Spider-Man, No Way, What?
Pass.
Which dwarf planet in our solar system was a planet until 2006?
Pluto.
Correct. The acronym SCOPA means Standing Committee on Public.
Pass.
In which ocean is the island Santorini?
Pass.
Which sport featured at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo? Sport climbing or breakdancing?
Sport climbing.
Correct. Naftali Bennett was the Prime Minister of which country in the Middle East?
Saudi Arabia.
Israel. True or false? The Midlands Meander is a popular route in KwaZulu-Natal.
True.
Correct. Which country's limited overs cricket team is captained by Kane Williamson?
Pass.
Which word means tolerate, contain or condone?
Condone.
Correct. Quite a few passes there. For no rhyme, you didn't pass that one, but the phrase is for no rhyme or reason. Walker Bay is Hermanus. That's Walker Bay. So close. Of course you know that. National Council of Provinces. I think defeated by nerves. Def Leppard. Percy Montgomery was not the cleverest man in the world, but he played a lot of rugby at 15 for the Springboks. No Way Home is the Spider-Man movie. Pluto is the dwarf planet in our solar system. Scopa, Standing Committee on Public Accounts. Of course you know that.
Oh, yeah.
Of course you know that. And Kane Williamson captains New Zealand's cricket teams. Leicester.
Masanda, you look the most comfortable on stage, the most relaxed, and what did you tell me? It is what it is. Unfortunately, only out of a possible 16 questions asked, you only managed to score 4. So congratulations, Ruth Amor, who is this week's Dis-Chem Brain winner with 17 correct answers. You have won 10,000 Rand cash thanks to Cape Talk and Dis-Chem, a winning mind in a healthy body. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all our contestants, but particularly Ruth Amor.
Thank you.
Tell me about it. What was the feeling like? Because you had some really good competition with Nina and then Zulfika. You must have been really getting nervous when Mohamed
Definitely.
was speeding through his answers. What was going through your mind?
I was just trying to keep track of how many points each person was getting, because that meant I couldn't think about anything else.
Well, Ruth, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Congratulations. Any final words from our quizmaster, John Matham? He is out. Ladies and gentlemen.
Don't give up your day job and try stand-up. Is the message I take away from here.
But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us today. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, everyone to listening to us on Cape Talk and also on our Facebook page. So I know there are some of you sitting and saying, that's easy, I can do that. Well, if you think you have what it takes, then go and play to register the online game. capetalk.co.za is where you can enter. We are at Tiger Valley Mall next week. Somerset Mall, thanks so much for joining us. And back to you, Abongile Zelenzele. Bye-bye.